what's up, guys? Back with another stream. Bandana here. We're in X-Plane 11 native VR 11.20 preview beta. Got to make sure you get that right. Preview beta, not just a beta. Preview beta. And we're going to be checking out a piece of freeware software, well, freeware plane, I should say. I'll show you how to get it if you don't know about it already. It's free and it's pretty cool being free. The Lancair Legacy LG, or sorry, FG. Did I say LG? It's FG. And we're going to fly this in VR, surprisingly, or serendipitously, whatever the word is. It runs at 45 frames per second at high settings, which is great. So you get nice visuals and you get nice smooth movement with it. And it's fun to fly. It's a rocket, basically. And because of the canopy, you get some really good visuals. So it's a cool plane to fly. We're in Hawaii here, and I'm gonna be checking it out. So get my music down a little bit here. Keep it on though. And we're gonna be inside the Lancair. Right now we're looking at it from you know, the outside here with the VR. We're gonna just scope around it with the teleporting a little bit. Check it out. Let me just get into VR here. Alright, so I got my touch controller. There's my X-Pad right there. Anyway, so we can get up real close to this plane here. There it is. Very nice detail on it. I mean, you know, it's a freeware plane, you got to remember. So you're not going to see like the rivet divots and all, or dimples and all that. But still a nice plane unless I get hit by the prop here. Still a nice plane and fun to fly. There it is, very sleek looking. What the hell does it say on there? Chief Engineer, Haranaser, Test Pilot, X-Flyer. So I guess that's me. Oh, there's a sign there. But you know what I wanted to show you is I never thought about this. Let me just go over by the plane again here. Is that what I could do is I could actually teleport up into the mountains if I want to. Going to get up on this. I can go up on this peak. Takes a little bit of time because there's only so far as you can go. I hope I don't crash it. X-plane, but I can climb this mountain here, or this hillside, I should say. Hopefully, we're going up here. Yep, we're going up. We're on the side of the mountain. Pretty cool. Taking a look down. I don't know. It's kind of. I think that's kind of neat. Anyway, back in the cockpit with a push of a button, which is nice. The wonders of VR. And I also set up my. I have an aileron trim here, which I never use. So I set this up so I can go forward and backwards, so I can get closer to the dash without having to lean back in my physical chair. Just makes it a lot easier. So we're inside the plane here. And we're going to just go over some of the capabilities. And again, let me show you first, before we start, where you can get this plane. Okay. I know some of you guys might be interested in that. And JKip23, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate it. But let me show you real quick here. First, the VR Aviators group, X-Plane on Facebook. Just search VR Aviator Group, and you'll be able to get to it. Join up if you're interested in VR aviation, and lots of fun. So let's check it out. You go on X-Plane.org and you just search Lancair Legacy FG X-Plane 11. It'll come up, and it's a free download. There is one you can buy on Xplane.org, but this one's free, and you'll see it flies pretty damn well. But it works on X-Plane 11.0 or higher, and certainly recommend checking it out. You can see it's got it's over 6,000 downloads, and it comes in a bunch of different liveries here. Kind of cool looking one. It's the stars and stripes that we have now, and that's pretty much it. So make sure you check that out. Lancair Legacy on Xplane.org. All right, just search it up. You guys can find it. So that's what we're going to fly today. back in the plane. Let's see what we can get out of the touch controller. So I'm going to be kind of doing these VR reviews of different planes as we go along here. Probably not the stock planes, but more the third-party planes to show you what's capable. So first thing I noticed is all these switches are accessible and flippable. So you got that capability. You can also use the oh, yesterday I was able to use the key, but I guess I can't. I can use the battery. Let me just move this up so it's a little easier. Yeah, I can use the battery, avionics. I can't use these buttons on the PFD, unfortunately. Okay, I can use throttle, prop, and mixture, and I can use my fuel control too, I believe. Nope, I can't use that. Trim doesn't work. I can use my squawk altitude. I want to go 1, I just go. Oh, I can't use the buttons on the squawk, unfortunately. I know you can use the autopilot. Okay, I can use. Let me just get up here again. You've got most of the buttons on the GPS work. The inner dial works here. Oh, it actually doesn't. The outer dial. No, the dials don't turn. So you don't have complete control of that. So you'll need plane command to be able to use that. Unfortunately, can I get to the flight plan? Yep, those buttons work. So I can get to the flight plan. The menu button. Flight plan menu. That works. Okay. Clear. That works. Enter. That works. Okay. I can go CDI, GPS. That's good. But I can't change the comms, unfortunately. Let's see, the radio. Can I change it up here? Let me just see. Nope, that doesn't work. I could change which ones are on. Mic, I can't modify the mic, so that's not completely functional. Flaps, yes, I can do the flaps, which is good. Brake I can do, cockpit lights I can do. So most of the stuff, and the other stuff you can probably get away with plane commands. So it's flyable in VR as far as being able to control it. Certainly if you're just going to go on a joyride, which is what I'm going to do today. But you know, you may have some struggles if you're going to use the nav and stuff to really plot out a flight plan and get somewhere. So, but in any event, still cool that it works. Let's see. If I turn this off, I need the boost on. And actually, I'm gonna leave that on because the strobe's on. So that's pretty much it. And I cannot. There's no yoke. It's a stick, and I can't grab the stick with this. So, but that's to be expected. And that blue lines you see are in my play area. I had to readjust that to get things centered. So, in any event, let me get myself centered here. Just make sure I'm sitting in front of the yoke properly, and then now I can just use my button here to get myself close to the cockpit. I'm not sure if this MFD has anything. Oh, it's got a button. Oh, that's cool. Goes from. Click that button to see the fuel like I have on board, which is cool. And let's see, my left fuel, right fuel. I'm actually going to go to here, customize, weight and balances, and we'll just add some fuel. Done, apply, boom. Now we got a little bit more gas. And we should be good to go. Really getting the hang of using the touch controller in VR. See what you guys have to say. It is fast, J-Kip. Wait till you check it out. Hey, Watt 987, how you doing? How's the quality compared to flying side? Much better. It's just much better. Even in low or medium settings, it's much better here than it is in flying side. So, what's cool about this plane is you've got this open canopy, so when you're flying in VR, you can just see everything, which is awesome. All right, and this has a prop control, so you got to be aware of that when you're landing, taking off, and taxiing. You want to keep that prop back when you're taxiing, and when you're landing, you want to control that, because I'm not sure if this is a turboprop or not. It might be. I'm not sure. I'm not really good with plane models and their features, but I do know it goes really fast. So we'll check this thing out here, and let's give her a fly. See if I can get my ride-along view. Well, I like that view. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I have to adjust my my, what do you call it, my play area settings, because I seem to be it's a nice view. It's cool in VR. It's like it's like I'm a camera view on the tail, which is really kind of cool. All right, there we go. Nice up and close. Can see everything really well. Hopefully that's okay for you guys. Let me just see here. I have to be a little bit further away so you guys can see the instruments. No, J-Kip, this is my own Hawaii ortho. It's all 18 zoom level. I did the entire island, Hawaiian Islands, in 18. So yeah, this is my own. All right, guys. So I'm gonna be putting the Rift on now, so I won't be able to see chat, unfortunately. Although I am working on that. Now, one thing I do find is there's a lot of reflection here. You can see that. I don't know if you guys can notice that yellow reflection right there in the cockpit, but there's a lot of reflection. All right, windsock is dead, so we're gonna bring our prop up. We'll bring our RPMs up. The sounds on this plane aren't fantastic. I'm going to see if Realistic Pro maybe has some sounds for it. Let go of those brakes. Get our flaps to 1. This plane is touchy, so it's a real touchy liftoff there. Oop, there we go. All right, let's get the flaps up here. Probably could have had a little bit more speed there. Still getting the hang of flying this beast. But you can just see how smooth it is to fly. I mean, we're definitely getting 45 frames per second on the X-Plane. You can see how that ground just moves by so smoothly. It just really builds out the immersion. You can get her cranking. And this ortho looks incredible. The only problem you have in Hawaii is the clouds when you build out your ortho. So sometimes you get the white spots on the hills and the mountains and stuff, which kind of sucks. But all right, we got 150, approaching 160. So So we're moving along at a nice clip here. I got this thing pegged though. I'm going to bring back the throttle and the prop a little bit. Get inside here. That is so cool. That is really cool. That is really, really, really. 171. Let's get our altitude up a little bit here. Rock it up. So give me 1 second, guys. I know you guys are chatting there, and I can't read it because I'm in VR. So give me a second, and I'll pause the plane and I'll check on your questions there. So I know you guys have a lot of questions about native VR. I just put up a video on how to install it and start it up. A lot of people had some difficulty getting it just installed and starting it up. So hopefully that'll help some people. But if you look at my YouTube channel, I've got about 3 or 4 tutorial videos that'll help you out with native VR. Just climbing up here. You never had this smoothness in flying side, ever. It's such a smooth, it's like so realistically smooth. Let's go outside the plane here. Now, to me, it looks like I'm floating next to a real plane. I mean, obviously, it's a drawn plane, but everything looks like completely 3D and realistic. Oops. See if I could trim this out here and answer some of your questions. Let's see. Going to suggest decals equals enable your ortho. I have to look at that. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, dude. Gives you gritty ground textures and 0 performance. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Thank you. Do you have any problems when launching the sim in VR? My sim seems to be crashing every time I launch it in VR. No, I have not had any problems whatsoever. You want to make sure you have things set up right, though. Check out, there's a couple of videos that I have on my channel you might want to check out that might be helpful. You want, hopefully you have Steam VR installed, which you need. Steam and Steam VR, you have to have that installed. But yeah, no, I have not had, I mean, I've had one time when, or maybe twice when I wasn't able to close out Steam VR after quitting. Looks like a lava flow down there. You see those white things, those are the clouds, which unfortunately you have to deal with unless there's a way to do that. There's a little town down there, let's check that out. People on the Hawaiian hillside are saying, who this lunatic in the Lancair Legacy? About to buzz our town at 230 miles an hour, or nautical mile, yeah, 230 knots, sorry. I'm going to bring that back a little bit. We're going to rip the wings off the plane. We are flying. I want to get down low, though, because I would like to see what the ground... Oh, that's really cool, man. What are we doing, 260? That seems pretty freaking fast. That seems pretty fast and really super smooth.
Approaching altitude.
Nice. Let's bring her up. Probably do a barrel roll here. Let's see. We can do a barrel roll. Yep. That was a little dizzying. Yeah, because you're going so smooth. That took a little bit to get a hold of it there too, to get control. This plane has a little bit of a left lean to it. If you take your hands off the stick there. I tried trimming it out with the ailerons, it didn't work, so I'm not sure. It must be P factor with the prop. Trying to turn the plane around, I guess. But, you know, I think it's because it's a simple plane, doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It just flies really, really nice. It's like that new Aerolite 103 that came with 11.20 upgrade. That one flies really nice too. It's just because there's not a lot to it, you know. The stock Cessna 172, really nice. I can fly that in high and get 45 frames per second, which is what you need. I mean, very subtly, you get a little bit of micro stutter here and there, but I got to tell you, man, they've done a fantastic job of. You think about before 11.5 or 11.2 came out, 11.02, when they first started the optimization, the major optimizations of X-Plane 11, to now, I guess it's probably about, maybe it's been 6 months, they've really improved things. Really have improved things. And if you fly in 2D, you got to be loving it, because I think you're getting 50, 60 frames per second. In a plane like this, you probably get 50, 60 frames per second, something like that. That's a really cool color there. Check out that crevice down there. There's a little stream. Probably up there was a mountain or a mountain waterfall. These are all ancient lava flows. But you know, I've been to Hawaii, and I mean, this is obviously not exactly what it looks like in real life, but it's pretty similar. I mean, it's, you know, it's got a lot of the same texturing and colors to it, which is pretty cool. Right, where are we? What's our altitude here? We're at just about 1,800, so we're getting a little airspeed. Yeah, this is ortho. This is all ortho 4XP that I built out. It's all 18 zoom level, so that's why it's pretty detailed. It looks awesome in VR. Yeah, this is it's a free plane, Donovan. You can get it on xplane.org. Just search Lancair Legacy, and it's downloaded for free. And what's nice is it works with VR really nicely. Not all the touch functions work, but enough to fly it. And probably, if you have plane command, you can probably use the, you know, GPS if you wanted to, you know, put a flight plan in. But it flies really nice. Look at the barrel roll. Ooh, I just almost lost my yoke. Love those no stutter barrel rolls, man. That's awesome. Let's see if we can get some altitude here. Just fun to fly. And like I said, because of the open canopy, man, you could see everything. Just it's a great plane to fly to check stuff out in VR, you know. And one problem is you can't switch to the right tank. Oh, actually, I think I have a switch for that. Let's see if that works. Nope, didn't work. I have that set up for the, what do you call it? The SR20 to switch tanks. I have a button on my stick. It's 1600M stick. Up to 3,000, curling our way up. Yeah, you can Photoshop the ortho to remove the clouds. I read somewhere someone talking about that. I just don't have the patience to do it. I just don't have the patience to do it. So many other things I have to do. I just live with it, you know. Now this is cool. Like when you go over like a ridge like this, and there's a drop in altitude, that is really cool. You see down there. I mean, you guys see it in 2D, but in 3D, that looks really cool. There's a lava flow there, I think. I don't know, maybe. Got a low voltage. I don't know why. Why do I have a low voltage? Let's see. The alternator is on. Battery is on. Not sure why. I mean, it's about as fast as the SR20, really, when you think about it. But, you know, it's got this capability. You can do stuff like this. I tell you what, that just made me dizzy there. Doing that. That definitely gave me the dizzies. All right, we're going too fast here. It's going to bring back the prop and the throttle a little bit. That's cool. Super responsive. You highly recommend it. I mean, it's a free plane, so you might as well, and it works really well in VR. And if you want to go, you know, you want to do a scenic flight, it's perfect for that. Absolutely perfect for that. I love the way that water looks in ortho, although I don't like it the way it comes up on the shore like that. But the shoreline, you know, from a distance looks really, really cool. Yeah, so for those of you interested in native VR, I just put up a video how to install and start native VR, explain native VR. Use a word of caution. Got to give you a word of caution, though. It's not for the faint-hearted. You know, it's basically enter at your own risk kind of thing. Because it is a beta preview, and you have to expect some problems. Although I haven't had many, but you have to expect some problems. And I highly recommend installing a second version of X-Plane to run it. And then once you feel comfortable with it, you know, bring it over to your production. There's the airport we took off from. But check out this. I think that's is that an oil rig out there? Do they have oil rigs in Hawaii? I don't think so. Where are we? We're at 400 feet, a little above. $184 level flight, pretty good. Yeah, it is an oil rig. Pretty well detailed one too. That looks pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before in X-Plane. I mean, I know they're there and I've seen them from a distance. Now right there, see that reflection? That's kind of difficult to deal with. Those reflections, but I guess those are real life, right? Let's see if we can land this hog. The Lancair Legacy, free on Xplane.org. Just search it, you'll find it, download it for free. Works with Xplane 11 and 11 VR, definitely works. Although again, not all the touch controller stuff is going to work for you. But for the most part, it's definitely flyable. Get our flaps on. It's hard to slow this plane down though, I'll tell you that. I got full flaps right now. Full flaps right there. We're coming in fast. I don't think that's gonna work. Abort. Try that again. One thing I noticed is it doesn't have a heading bug. You know, a dial to turn your heading. I didn't find that. That's kind of a necessity to have. Let's see if we could just fly her slow. with flaps on. I mean, I'm like cranking down the RPMs here. Go 2 notches of flaps there. Plane's starting to slow down now. Okay. Third notch of flaps.
Approaching altitude.
I mean, it looks like it stalls at like 85, so that's probably where you want to land. Or let's see, was it stall at 60? Okay, stalls at 60. We got 100. 94. We don't want to go too much below that. Kind of low here. Just takes a little getting used to. A little prop up there. Start to slow that plane down. 90, 89. It's a little wily when you're slower. All right, not bad. Set our parking brake. Oh, that didn't work. Can't do the parking brake. Use plane command. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
All right, let's check out our landing there. Not the second one, not the first one. I don't know why we got that sound. We're definitely low here. Definitely low. But we did okay. Love having that replay. Slow motion. Regular motion, fast motion. Little rough, but got the back wheels down first, which is important. And that replay, get our flaps up. I don't know what's making that sound, but I can't take too much of that. It's done that before. I don't know what the problem is there. But anyway, I just want to fly this one around a little bit. See what you guys have to see. I was coming in hot for sure. Yeah, the oil rig looked really cool. It looks cool in VR for sure. But anyway, guys, this was just a quick stream. I wanted to show you guys this plane. Again, you can get it on xplane.org for free. Just search Lancair Legacy and you'll find it, download it, and I wanted to show you how it works in VR. It works very well in VR. Fun to fly. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Bambino Games for more X-Plane 11 in native VR. Thanks for all the Twitch follows and the subscribers and the Patreon and all support you guys give me on the channels and on Twitch and stuff. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for watching, guys, and fly safe.